Hello, my name is Oleg Shevtsov. Today with me, as usual, Dmitro Lavranyuk.
Hey everybody.
In this video, we will speak about Cloud PBX self-care portal. And to be more specific, we will speak about the value we give to CSPs, the value we give to PortaSwitch owners. So if you are the owner of PortaSwitch, it's time to face the truth. Your PortaSwitch can be turned into a very nice Cloud PBX offering. And today we'll share the knowledge with you, how to make it happen.
Sure, let's go.
So usually we start with the fact or data. Our usual fact for this video is about the number of countries Cloud PBX portal is used. So this number of countries is around 40, 44 or 45 at the moment. So the portal is in production. Customers from end users from 44 countries use the portal on a daily basis.
And I hope they enjoy it.
Yeah, and also that's our point, to develop a portal which end users will like. And on these charts, you can see that we have more than 50 different installations of PortaSwitch running MR95 or MR100. So the number of installations on MR100 rises, and you can see that the number of installations on MR95 decreases because customers update to MR100, which is the current LTS release.
Yeah, Oleg, what does it give to telcos in terms of access to Cloud PBX?
Customers from 95 until 100 can get the portal up and running really quick without any updates of the PortaSwitch. So if you are running the recent one of the recent releases, like previous LTS release MR95 or the current LTS release MR100, you can get trial of the Cloud PBX portal and see if you like it, because it's a free trial. You can use the portal for 1 month and then find out if it's really good for you, if you like the portal, or if you like the functions, and if it gives your subscribers great value.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Sounds like a plan.
Sure.
And now it's the time for demo, and I bet you will love this demo because we are going to present top features that can turn your PortaSwitch into full-scale UCaaS platform. Okay, so many telcos these days would like to automate the sales pipeline and offload the burden of customer being onboarded and set up in their PortaSwitch. This is why we came up with a new portal for web sign up Cloud PBX services. And this is what you can embed into your website and allow your customers, call center owners, or small office managers to sign up for your UCaaS or Cloud PBX services. It's very intuitive and easy, which means that the customer can see an advertisement, visit your website, and choose a product that they love and that they think fits most to their business needs. For instance, in this case, they can sign up for some product named Essentials, which has some recurring fee, which has some licensing terms and whatnot. So they just add it to their cart and move to the next steps where they can get some add-ons on top of that product. So for now, I just selected the product allowing me to have up to 20 Cloud PBX seats. Here, I'm also able to select a DAD number. For now, I need only one to be my main company's number. And this portal will actually keep your future costs and show you how much how much of expenses you are getting, right? So if you need to sign up for hardware that the telco may send you, also possible here, but for now let me actually proceed without any phones, assuming I already have some. So on the last steps, I am about to submit the information about my company, which needs to be provisioned to the telco's PortaSwitch. So I'm leaving here my contact details. These are the details that will be added to the invoice whenever your customers receive invoices. So I'm just populating the information about myself as a new Cloud PBX customer, adding all contact details needed. And I'm adding the new password so that I can then self-manage my services whenever everything is already provisioned. So let me add my company as PortaOne, and assume we are a new customer from the United States, and that's where I'm providing the address. Let it be New York. Actually, all the information you are providing here is something that will be added to the telco's PortaSwitch instance. And then you as a telco can use this information to contact your customers. So let me proceed. The next step will require us to add the preferred payment method, right? But before that, we can actually check what we are signing up for and how much it's gonna cost us. So let me simulate here some Visa. And off you go. You have to accept the terms and conditions, and after you confirm that everything looks correct, you can give your consent to charge your card and provision your account. And that's the point where PortaSwitch gets all the information about the new Cloud PBX environment, their terms, charges the credit card, issues an invoice, and gives access to the Cloud PBX portal. So voila, congratulations. Now I'm a new customer, and here's my new login and password that I can use to start using my services. Let me do this. So I'm in. Well, at this point, we can check our licensing terms, see what we just signed up for and which products we selected during the web sign up. We can see the essential product allowing us to have up to 20 seats. Cloud PBX IVR allowing us to create up to 3 auto attendants, and some add-on products that will allow us to create up to 5 voicemail boxes.
Dmitro, let me just intervene for a bit. So in the previous demo, it was a sign-up portal. Like can for instance CSP have multiple sign-up portals? For instance, for resellers, branded resellers, or maybe for some other types of their offerings.
Yes, this is true. Since you can deploy as many instances as you need, brand them according to your own needs, translate them, and even customize the flows. The beauty of that web sign up application is that it is built using the low code, no code platform, and even an average technical user may adjust it. Drag and drop interface allows you to easily change the look and feel, and sometimes even the logics behind the portal.
And
So
the product offerings the person selects get into PortaSwitch as licensing box, right?
this is exactly what we are seeing now on the dashboard. When I actually picked Essentials product, it had all the description, but that web sign up actually provisioned all my licensing terms. And now I, as a Cloud PBX administrator or as a manager of a call center, understand what my license terms allow me to do and what I can actually enjoy in terms of the services, right? So like I said, for now, I'm able to have up to 20 seats. And this portal also allows you to visualize your expenses and the payments made. So once we already paid during the sign up, we are able to see those transactions in our product immediately, right? So we're now seeing the subscription charged towards our account, the details about those subscriptions, so the installation fee and the recurring fee included. And we also made a payment, meaning our credit card was charged. So this is what we see as e-commerce transaction, right? And the system already issued the first invoice, meaning we can actually check what's included, right? So we paid for the DAD number activation and the subscription fee. So this is how we can visualize your expenses and payments and give you as a Cloud PBX customer access to your invoices and give you full control over your preferred payment methods indeed. Okay. Now, getting back to our licensing terms, we understand how we should proceed. So this now allows up to 20 seats. So I suggest we create a new one. And this is, again, very simple because the portal understands our licensing terms and allows us to create a new extension with the product Essentials. So let me create it for myself. For now, I didn't buy any hardware, so I'm not able to auto-provision any devices. I'll do it manually rather. And this is where you're able to define all the settings for your extension, right? Okay. Now, if we go back to the dashboard, see how usage has changed, and now out of 20 seats, we already have one. Now let me quickly add a new ring group. Say I have a department of sales guys that are meant to accept incoming calls, right? If this is a small office or even a call center, you can also enable some call queue capabilities. If it's rather a small company, say not very long call queue. And then you can customize some settings of the call queues, right? And let me add that extension that we created as an agent in the call queue for now. So this way, your Cloud PBX portal gives the administrator an ability to control departments and the employees belonging to the department. Okay. And probably we should be creating a new custom IVR flow, right? Since we want to dispatch the incoming calls among our employees. I will name it as a main company's number, and assign some extension which could be used for tests, for instance. And since our licensing allows us to have up to 3 auto attendants, we see here Cloud PBX IVR product, and we are able to assign this DAD number that we bought as our main company's number. Let me also enable business hours and define them. So from 8 until 5 on weekdays. And then this is where we are creating an auto attendant with a custom IVR flow. In a second, we should be able to see the call flow visual editor. Oleg, I love this feature. It allows customers of our clients to easily visualize how the call is going to be treated during the day or night. And this is the right tool to build your custom menus. For instance, on hours, you may want to redirect callers to your sales department, right? Or give another option to be transferred somewhere else. For instance, this could be another mobile number, right? As option 2. So on after hours or off hours, we'll be able to move you somewhere else, and you can also customize this here. For example, just play some prompt and disconnect the call. And before you disconnect, you are prompting the customer with some audio. Okay, so this is how in a matter of minutes I was able to build a very custom IVR flow. And what is more important, I was able to visualize how that incoming call to that main company number would be treated depending on the day and time.
Yeah, and also what's very important is that it's not only saves time for your end users, administrators of the Cloud PBX environment, but also it saves time, dramatically saves time to your engineers, because for instance, if there is a request from one of your customers saying, hey, my call queue doesn't behave as expected or something else, or they need to reprogram, change some flows in their menus, without understanding how these menus actually work, without such graphical representation. It's very complex to memorize all the actions, all these activities. So this delivers a great value and a huge improvement compared to the previous self-care interface, where you would have to do a lot of clicks and memorize different settings. And if the person is stressed, for instance, the customer is on the phone, it was very complex. So now it's much cleaner, much easier for the people working with this IVRs, auto attendants, call queues, and it saves your time. So in terms of improvements, it can not only be an improvement for your end users, but also for your engineers taking care of your customers.
Thanks, Oleg, for summarizing all the benefits we are giving, all the values. Well, apart from the stuff inherent to PortaSwitch and our Cloud PBX solution, this Cloud PBX portal also enables telcos to give access to some external resources which could be part of the infrastructure. Just as several examples, you may want to embed links to some web dialers, for example. We also offer WebTreat, and directly from Cloud PBX, you can go ahead and make a call from a WebRTC client. And then another option is to embed a link, for example, to an online store. Say you're selling hardware, desk phones, and this is where your customers can buy a new IP phone, get it shipped to their office, and this is linked to the Cloud PBX services and the portal you are offering. And the last example we have here is very often telcos are forced to educate their customers about terms and conditions, about privacy policies and whatnot. This is where you can embed the links to external websites, external web pages, and educate your customers. This can actually be this could be any link, potentially any external resource part of your infrastructure.
It can be even some knowledge bases. It can be some help pages or articles, store or shops with different items. Dialer is a good example because mostly people prefer to call from the computer rather than from a phone, desk phone. So it's a good combination to combine this Cloud PBX portal with PortaPhone, PortaPhone Web or PortaPhone Mobile, and in this way you get a very complete offering for your end users and for your customers. So, for instance, if previously you had PortaSwitch but didn't pay attention to this segment of the market, businesses who need Cloud PBX, who may need some IVRs, call queues, and these type of things, now you can consider it as a next segment to focus on, right?
Exactly. Interesting is that you just mentioned some help desk or help files. Another opportunity that the portal gives is to integrate your customer's self-care with the trouble ticketing system of your choice. In this example and in this demo, we are using the web widget developed by Zendesk, but that could potentially be any ticketing that with a similar web widget that allows your clients, your customers to submit a trouble ticket, and this actually reduces the time it takes to make your customers happier from an issue till the resolution. So I'm demonstrating how we can submit a ticket, and we actually have an integration that also helps to tie the ticket to your PortaSwitch and Zendesk customer, and you have a single helicopter view of all the issues that your customers observed and react faster, not waiting until the customer gets frustrated. So we embedded this. Let us know what kind of trouble ticketing system you have, and we'll think about integrating it with this portal as well.
Additionally to Zendesk, which was already integrated with PortaSwitch, some of our customers with this portal use HubSpot. So, for instance, if HubSpot is their main CRM and they have all the customer records there, we also integrated HubSpot widget to the portal. So for customers using HubSpot, we are ready to deliver this HubSpot button so that they write directly to HubSpot. And it's very cool because the portal is has pluggable infrastructure or pluggable architecture, so we can do such things as this ticketing systems very easily. We can add these links, put your logo there, configure the product groups, for instance, configure the color of this navigation panel so that it looks and feels like your customers having a native portal produced by you, but it's produced and supported by us.
Yeah, which I believe is able to cut costs on the development itself, right? And we know how much it costs to invest into the portal like that. So
we know, but our customers mostly do not know. Like when they think like, oh, PortaSwitch has a great API, let's build some portal. Most of our customers do not really understand that MVP or some minimalistic version can be very quick. But then when the functionality grows and when it evolves, you start doing some more complex things. It takes time both to build and then to support. And now we release new versions of this portal every 2 weeks. And customers who signed up for the portal can see that there are quite many different enhancements, bug fixes, and so on and so forth. So it's not a one-time. Like people who think about this portal as about one-time development investments, it's not really the case, because you need to do something to enhance this portal, to enhance the experience. You need to do something to address bugs, and so on and so forth. That's why our offering, our portal, provides you with a great value. So we keep a relatively small but capable team of developers, and it helps us to develop it and support future moves.
All right, Oleg, would you like to summarize all the benefits we just illustrated?
Yes. So in this section, we've touched web sign up for Cloud PBX. So if you are starting selling Cloud PBX, or maybe you're thinking that you need a sign up, we have it, and it's possible to order. It's possible to have, for instance, maybe one instance of this sign up, or you may have multiple instances of this web sign up per reseller, so that they can customize and sell different Cloud PBX offerings. It will be integrated with your PortaSwitch. So at the end of the sign up portal, you get a customer in PortaSwitch. The customer has a payment method. Payment is processed, so that next time you need to charge subscriptions or something else, there is a payment method already in PortaSwitch. Their credit card is captured, payment is done, and it simplifies your onboarding processes and future use of your services, and getting payments, especially for your services. Then Dmitro illustrated how license terms are introduced. Like many customers, many PortaOne customers running old releases haven't seen it, that we actually created a feature for license terms, which allows you to set limits, like how many, which products the customer can buy. And this allows end users to create new accounts, to create new auto attendants, virtual faxes, and so on and so forth. Like once you set the license terms, your customers can do a lot of administration on their own. Like they can create new users, new extensions, and so on and so forth. And the system already knows, like with which products these new users need to be created.
Yeah, and the telco stays profitable because they know the resources they are giving are limited by the license, right?
Yeah, by the license terms, and if they need some more lines, or they need some more extensions, and so on and so forth, they come to you, and you can offer them some upgrades. You can offer them some upsells. You can offer them some different tier, and something like that. And this is what you needed. This type of interactions you needed previously much more often, because for instance, many customers couldn't add their extensions or accounts on their own.
Yeah, without calling an administrator of the of PortaSwitch.
Yeah. The next bullet point, which was presented by Dmitro, is about visualizing of different expenses, payments, and so on. This is very important because products become more and more complex, and usually it's a kind of subscription fee with some services included, and then at the end of the month, the users need to understand their subscription payments, some DID charges, maybe some per minute charges, for instance, for international calls or something like that. And visualization of these expenses and payments reduces by, I guess, half number of calls to your call centers, to your support, because people can have a look and clearly understand what's going on with the financial part, like what for they pay, how the payments are recorded in the systems. They can get access to the latest invoices and so on and so forth. And it's very easy.
Fewer disputes, right?
Not only about disputes, but just questions like, do I owe some money? How much I need to pay? Why I'm paying this amount of money, and so on and so forth. So it's not about the disputes. It's about understanding of the expenses structure, maybe, and payments, and so on. So the next one is about the demo was about adding new seats and observing these license terms. So when Metro added some new extensions or seats, it is reflected on these license terms, and you can see that the number of configured extensions increases, while the number of extensions to be configured decreases, and so on and so forth. And it is displayed on the dashboard, so very clean and easy to understand the interface.
I agree.
So the next one is about adding a new call queue. So it is much faster now, because you have one interface or one page for creating this new call queue. So it simplifies the number of clicks and number of potential errors the user may have on this new call queue configuration. So it saves time and reduces chances that something will be configured not according to the planned usage.
Needless to say, we reduce time to build custom IVR flows with the next feature, right?
Yeah, the next feature, like building custom IVR flows, and more specifically, not only building, but usually building is, with this IVR flow, building is a constant process. So you build it, and then you need to modify, to adjust, to add some alternative flows, to add some, I don't know, holidays or peak hours or rush hours or something else. And usually these modifications actually take a lot of time, because if you don't understand where it has to be changed, you spend quite significant amount of time figuring out where to change, where to adjust, and so on and so forth. Well, when it's graphical, when it's visual, and you can see all the menus, all the transitions between these menus, it becomes much easier. So this custom IVR flows, building custom IVR flows with the graphical interface, visualizing all the flows, is time saver for both engineers working on this, for instance, in technical support of your CSP, and for the customers, because they can understand why the flow is like this, because configuration is obvious and it's seen on the screen. Okay. So the next one is access to external
How about
resources.
access to external?
So access to external resources is very important because this portal, Cloud PBX Admin Portal, is a part of your ecosystem. So you may have some shops for hardware, you may have some other resources which your customers use, and it's good to build them into the interface so that people can navigate. For instance, they can, from this Cloud PBX Admin Portal, open your PortaPhone, your WebRTC dialer, because they need to call somebody or receive some calls and things like that. So this access to external resources and possibility to add different links there is very good. So I think it's your way to customize how the portal looks and make sure that it is really comfortable for your customers, and your customers really associate this portal with your brand, something made by you for them on your behalf. And the last one,
and it's just an example of one puzzle piece from your ecosystem, trouble ticketing system. You can embed the widget that allows Cloud PBX customers to submit trouble tickets, and this helps you make your customers happier and helps you troubleshoot their issues they report and faster react on any issues observed.
So we've touched all the main bullet points, covering the value our portal gives to CSP, to the owners of PortaSwitch. So I hope, and we hope, that you enjoyed the video. And if you have any questions or if you want to get a free trial, please get in touch with us. Keep updating your PortaSwitch to the recent versions where we have lots of different features. And in this way, if your PortaSwitch is running MR95 Plus, you can get a free trial and you'll get a free fully branded app, onboarding session, and our assistance. If you're not yet on MR95, then get access to the demo platform, and on the demo platform you'll be able to see this portal and make sure that it actually covers your needs of your end users, of your businesses who need Cloud PBX solutions. That's it, Metro.
Yeah, thank you very much for the summary, and we are looking forward to new deployments.
Yeah. Our customers, our end users in 44 countries around the globe want some more countries, some new friends. So get in touch with us and let's make more deployments. Bye.
Cheers.